Well, the summer is officially coming to a close in the Pop Pop household, if you can believe it or not. It is only the first week of August, yet summer's over. It's over. School starts up, wife goes back to work, son goes back to school. Heartbreak, heartbreak. It's been a wonderful summer, largely in part due to the album called Brat by the wonderful Charli XCX. Great album. Fantastic album. Honestly, before I had heard it, seeing all the hype surrounding it, I think we got to it, I don't know, a month after it came out or so, my wife and I, when we finally sat down with it. Happy to see that the praise is on par with where the album is, in my opinion. So many people are enjoying it. I even saw a couple weeks ago Danny Brown had tweeted about it. So it's cool that this Brat summer thing kind of happened, and listening to the album more, spending a lot of time with it. I've really enjoyed it. Oh, before I forget, I put a note. I almost forgot anyway. I made a playlist that incorporates the 3 additional tracks into the album, so they're not just tacked on at the end. I feel like the album ending on 365 is a great way to end it. So I wove that in there. If you go to the comments, I'll pin a comment that has a link to that playlist so you can check it out if you want to. There's a lot to like in this album for me. Love the production, love the energy, love even the variety between tracks. I saw some people say, yeah, it's a little inconsistent. And I can understand that point of view if you're looking for something that's just club banger after club banger. But I like that it weaves around a little bit. Let's see. What are some favorite song? Favorite song is Von Dutch. That's my favorite one. I like a lot of the tracks on this one, and they're all pretty high in my own personal ranking. But from all of them, even with the bonus tracks included, really like Von Dutch. Sympathy is a Knife is a great one. Guess I really enjoy. Guess was funny because I was at work and I had headphones on, and I was like, oh, I'll check out these 3 bonus tracks, while I'm at my desk doing some stuff, listening. And I wasn't listening to the lyrics. I was just listening to the production, like, oh, god damn, another great song with just killer production on it. And I put it on again, and I started listening to the words, and I went, oh my. This is a saucy little song here. And then yesterday I saw that her and Billie Eilish had gotten together to do a video for Guess, and I watched that, and you might be surprised to find out I like the video, and I like the song with Billie Eilish, and I like Billie's verse, and quite a fan of when the 2 ladies get together and collaborate, we'll say. Yes, very much enjoyed that. Guess is great. What's another couple ones? So I is cool. Spring Breakers I like. Mean Girls I like. I mean, honestly, I like the whole album. I'm trying to pick out some favorites, but it's hard because they're all pretty good. Pretty good in terms of just overall enjoyment of listening to the tracks. But something that for me is pretty much the cherry on top that lifts it up from just being a cool pop album is I feel like while we go through these songs and we listen to what Charli's talking about, just the very straightforward nature of the lyrics and the topics that she's exploring, I feel like I'm kind of hanging out inside of her head. I feel like I'm getting to just, she's sitting us down and cracking open her diary a little bit and just going, yeah, this is what I was thinking about today. There's lots of different themes that are floating around inside this album, and I think I mentioned during the reaction that on Wikipedia it was saying she's 31. So not in her 20s anymore. We'll just say that. I don't know. For whatever reason, I noticed online there's like this weird obsession with fear of getting old, and people think turning 30 is old, and it's like, no. No, not even close. But, especially for a woman who is talking about things like, do I have a child? I saw something the other day. It was her like doing a video for Billboard, and I noticed she has a wedding band on her engagement rings. Okay, cool. I don't know if that's new or not, but okay. And it's just fascinating to listen to a pop artist in a very pop album bounce around between things that are fairly serious in nature and not Not to say that pop can't explore this space, because honestly, I don't know a lot about pop. I'm not an expert on it, but it shifts away very much from what I would consider probably like a stereotype or a cliche idea of just what pop is supposed to be and club bangers and all this kind of stuff. I mean, So I is a beautiful song, reminiscing and remembering a friend who died surprisingly at a young age in a weird way. So there's a bit of, kind of seeing mortality firsthand type of a thing. You've got the whole, do I have a baby or not? The whole bit about I might say something stupid, which is just like a fear that I feel like a lot of us can connect with, So that's something I've really enjoyed with the album going through it, is it feels, even though the production and the energy is all there in terms of like dancing and just pop and all that kind of stuff, at the same time, it feels grounded. It feels just kind of human in a way. It doesn't feel, I guess what I'm trying to say is it doesn't feel like something that was pre-packaged by a whole team and assembled and maximized for mainstream engagement, that kind of thing. It doesn't feel like it's wrapped up in advertising and plastic and show. It feels like a person. And I think that to me is what gives it that extra touch that makes it so fun to listen to. You weave around. You've got these high points. You've got these low points. You've got is it Von Dutch? No. The one about Lord. Girl, so confusing. A little frustrated. Like, are we friends? Are we not? We want to collaborate, but then you act a little cold shoulder to me a little. Just that just lots of little things floating around. Kind of lost my train of thought. Beating that point a little too long. Forgot what else I was going to say. What else do I have on notes? Deserving the praise, made the playlist, watched the video. I guess really the only other thing I wanted to say was it's a lot of fun for me to sit down and listen to this, especially with my wife during the reaction. I put a note on the reaction. About halfway through, she was starting to get like a headache and feeling a little nauseous. We don't know if it was just like too much screen, too close type of a thing. But I love getting to sit down and listen to work like this by a female artist with her, because she can bring a perspective that my male bald brain does not pick up on at all. There's a couple things she was able to jump onto immediately that I went, really? She said, oh, yeah. And then, of course, there were some comments were like, oh, yeah, no, your wife was right on. She knows exactly what she's talking about. And it's extra fun for me, too, because this channel was focused on hip-hop. But with her, I feel like I can cheat my way around a little bit and explore some other genres. We still both very much want to check out Love Deluxe by Sade. Hopefully that can happen soon. Sade, that's how you pronounce it. We do? Yes. Okay. This is the one where we're going to do it in the evening and we're going to have some drinks and just chill out to the vibe and that kind of a thing. Giving away all of our secrets right now. So, and it's fun for me because obviously I get to do that with her, but I still have weird hang-ups with pop for whatever reason, and I feel like I'm slowly getting over that with checking out more of The Weeknd, listening to... No, I've never liked pop. I've always been too cool for pop. I'm metal and I'm hardcore, blah. Or not cool enough, she says. Probably a fair point. But we won't get into that. We're not going to get into that. Anyway, all that to say, very happy I got to sit down and listen to this. Happier still that I enjoyed it enough and it's fun enough to listen to, that the bonus tracks are great, weaving those into the album. I spent some time like, where's this one going to go? Where's that one going to go? If you do listen to the playlist, let me know what you think, if you like the track order. But overall, fantastic. And I guess that's it. I don't really know what else to say. I want to say, best wishes to Charli XCX, but it just seems like everything's going pretty well for her. So wherever her career goes, I'm kind of curious to see. She is discussing things here that you make you wonder, okay, what is she going to do? And not that, getting married and becoming a mother is the end of a career. There's plenty of artists out there who have had families and continued making music and done just fine. But it will be curious to see what she does with her career, what she does with her personal life, if those things blend together, how it affects her music, if she continues making it, and so on. I find it very interesting because being someone who is in his 40s, the younger era, watching an artist grow and get into some older phases of life, it's fascinating to see how perspective changes and all that kind of stuff. I really enjoy it.
Is it supposed to be pronounced Charlie Sex?
No, it's XCX.
XCX. That sounds like Charlie Sex.
Charlie Sex. If you want to call her Charlie Sex, she'll probably be okay with that. I think you'll be the only one. Anyway, there you go. Loved it. There's final quick, too long didn't watch review. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.